Have you ever found yourself deeply enamored with someone, only to realize later that you were more in love with an idea than the person themselves? This is a common dilemma many face in the realm of romantic relationships. It's all about the tension between reality and the ideals we project onto those we love. Today, we're diving deep into this topic, exploring how our dreams can sometimes overshadow the truth of who our partners really are. Join us as we uncover the philosophical lessons from Plato's ideals to navigate more authentic, fulfilling connections. In the realm of romance, it's easy to fall in love with the idea of a person rather than the person themselves. This tendency is rooted in what Plato described as the world of ideals. According to Plato, we often strive for perfect forms of truth, beauty, and goodness concepts that exist in our minds, but not necessarily in reality. When applied to relationships, this means we might construct an idealized version of our partner, focusing more on who we wish they were rather than who they truly are. This idealization can be alluring as it allows us to see only the most favorable traits and overlook potential flaws. However, this illusion can also be a trap, leading to disillusionment when reality inevitably falls short of our expectations. By recognizing and addressing this tendency, we can start to forge more genuine connections, assessing partners on their real qualities rather than the fantasy versions we might create in our minds. How can you distinguish between idealized love and genuine affection? It begins with self-awareness. Pay attention to how often you find yourself making excuses for a partner's behavior or ignoring red flags because they don't fit the narrative you've constructed. Reflect on whether you are valuing your partner for who they are, or if you're constantly hoping they'll change into the version you want them to be. The key is to observe and appreciate the authentic person in front of you. This involves accepting imperfections and understanding that everyone has quirks and shortcomings. It's about embracing reality over fantasy and acknowledging that true love isn't about perfection, but about acceptance and growth. Through this lens, love becomes less about fulfilling an ideal and more about embarking on a journey together with all its ups and downs. One of the most liberating truths in love is the power of embracing imperfection. Idealized visions often crumble under the weight of reality, but genuine love thrives on imperfections. This doesn't mean settling for less. Instead, it's about recognizing the beauty in flaws and the strength in vulnerability. Relationships are not pristine landscapes. They're more like rugged terrains, filled with obstacles that challenge and strengthen the bond. By accepting imperfections, both in yourself and your partner, you create space for authenticity. This acceptance nurtures a connection based on real experiences and emotions rather than fictional ideals. Remember, true love is about growing together, understanding that perfection is not the goal but the richness of shared experiences and mutual respect that forms the foundation of a lasting relationship. Drawing from Stoic philosophy, we find a compelling approach to managing expectations in relationships. The Stoics taught the art of distinguishing between what is within our control and what is not. In the context of love, it's crucial to focus on what you can control: your actions, your reactions, and your perspective. You can't change a partner's true nature, but you can adjust your expectations and approach. Stoicism encourages us to accept what is beyond our control with grace and to focus our energy on nurturing our own character and emotional resilience. By letting go of unrealistic expectations, you free yourself from the disappointment of ideals unmet, allowing love to flourish in its genuine form. To foster real love, it's essential to cultivate authenticity in your relationships. Start by being honest with yourself about your needs and desires. Encourage open communication with your partner, where both can express vulnerabilities without fear of judgment. Practice empathy, truly listening, and understanding their perspective. This builds a foundation of trust and connection that transcends idealistic fantasies. By nurturing an environment of acceptance and mutual respect, you allow your relationship to thrive on real experiences and emotions. Authenticity in love is about seeing and appreciating your partner wholly, flaws and all, and choosing to be with them not despite these imperfections, but because of the unique person they are. In the realm of romance, the idea of a perfect partner can be incredibly enticing. Plato, with his theory of ideal forms, suggests that we are drawn to the purest, most perfect version of everything. This notion extends to how we view potential partners. Initially, everything seems possible. They appear flawless, embodying the traits we've always dreamed about. But this illusion is often a product of our imagination rather than a reflection of reality. It's as if we project our deepest desires onto this person, crafting an idealized version in our minds. This can lead us to overlook their real characteristics and flaws. A video call, a dinner date, or even a simple text can make us feel we're connecting with this ideal, but it's vital to ask ourselves, are we really seeing the person, or just our idealized version of them? So, how do we confront this tendency to idealize? Start by acknowledging that everyone, including ourselves, is a work in progress. No one is perfect, and that's okay. When we recognize and accept the imperfections in ourselves and others, we open the door to genuine connection. This means embracing vulnerabilities and cultivating empathy. It's about engaging in honest conversations and seeing the person as they truly are, not just who we want them to be. By practicing mindfulness, you can stay present and grounded in reality rather than drifting into fantasy. When you find yourself idealizing, pause and reflect on the concrete actions and qualities of the person in front of you. This practice helps align your perceptions with reality, paving the way for a more authentic and fulfilling relationship. Expectations play a pivotal role in shaping our romantic experiences. Often, they are influenced by societal norms, personal history, and media portrayals of love. But these expectations can set us up for disappointment. Instead of clinging to preconceived notions of what a relationship should be, allow it to evolve naturally. Open communication is key. Discuss your hopes and boundaries with your partner and be open to their perspective. This mutual understanding fosters trust and respect. It's important to distinguish between healthy expectations, like mutual respect and support, and unrealistic ones, like assuming your partner will fulfill all your emotional needs. By recalibrating your expectations, you create space for a partnership that embraces growth, adaptability, and shared dreams. Self-reflection is a powerful tool in deconstructing the ideals we impose on others. Take a moment to look inward and assess your motivations and needs. Are you seeking validation, companionship, or something else? Understanding your own desires helps clarify what you genuinely seek in a partner. Engage in practices like journaling or meditation to gain insight into your patterns and biases. Recognize your strengths and vulnerabilities and how they influence your relationship dynamics. This awareness allows you to approach relationships with authenticity and integrity. When you know yourself, you can better appreciate others for who they truly are, leading to deeper and more meaningful connections. Ultimately, the goal is to build authentic connections rooted in mutual understanding and respect. This means letting go of the facade of perfection and embracing the beauty of imperfection. Celebrate the uniqueness of your partner and allow them to see you for who you are, flaws and all. Share experiences that foster intimacy and vulnerability, strengthening the bond between you. Remember, true love thrives on acceptance and appreciation, not idealization. By grounding your expectations and practicing empathy, you create a relationship that reflects both partners' true selves. Embrace the journey of discovery together, and you'll find a love that's not only real but also profoundly enriching.